shot. Whereas I interpret it as, YOLO, let's get it together, people. This is our only shot. There's only one world, unless we figure out how to get to Mars, but I think most of us would prefer Earth. Although Mars does seem pretty cool, except for that whole unlivable thing. Unlivable, that sounds familiar. Oh right, it's the Earth in year 2030 talking. Climate change is daunting. Climate change is horrifying. Climate change is happening. Our government leaders choose to turn a blind eye to climate change. My eyes are wide open, and what I see is terrifying. I often hear, I don't want to think about it, it makes me feel depressed. Or, we're all just going to die anyway, nothing I do will make a difference. I disagree. I am optimistic. We are not all going to die, at least not yet. Everything we do can and will make a difference. Of this, I am certain. Our society is waking up to the effects of climate change, yet we see very little changes done in our everyday life. We are in a crisis, and this crisis demands change. Not just change from our government and world leaders, but by every citizen of our planet Earth. Collectively, we can change the world. So many of our everyday activities harm the environment, practices that are ingrained into our everyday lives. But these harmful practices are escapable. They are something we do by choice. I work at a retail store. At that retail store, we go through a lot of plastic. Bags full of plastic. All we sell is plastic. I leave work feeling suffocated by plastic. As I hand customers plastic bags full of plastic with a side of plastic, all I can picture is a dolphin caught in that very plastic. My family feels strongly about climate change. Sorry. And yet, our style of living isn't 100% green and waste-free. There's so much that my family and so many other families like mine can do every day to do our part, such as eliminating paper towels and using cloth, unplugging our electronics, and composting. We can stop flushing when it's unnecessary and save water. There's a quote, say it with me if you know it. If it's yellow, that let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. We can make our shopping habits more sustainable with smart choices and reusable bags. There's so much my family can do alone to prevent climate change. What if every family started transitioning to this waste-free, sustainable life? We can make a real difference, changing our planet's outlook. Let us start a trend to wrap gifts in fabric and stop buying wrapping paper and use cloth instead. It's more elegant and eco-friendly. Get books at the library. Instead of using money and paper on books, take advantage of your public library. Stop eating meat or transition to a plant-based diet. Factory farming causes 14.5% of all human-related greenhouse gas emissions. Instead, eat some veggies and go pet the cow. Plant a tree. Buy secondhand. Thrift shopping is good for the environment, saves money, and is the coolest way to shop. Refuse plastic bags and packaging. Use your hands, pockets, and reusable bags. Bring a mug instead of just taking the styrofoam on your daily coffee stop. Styrofoam can take anywhere from 500 to 1 million years to decompose. Don't buy balloons. Use plants and decorations and gifts instead. Turn off the lights and use energy-efficient bulbs like LED and fluorescent light bulbs. Carpool. It's more fun anyway. Buy food locally. Find organic farms and farmers markets, or even grow your own. Recycle, reuse, reduce, repurpose. Look for the recycling sign, get creative, and reuse everything. Lastly, invest in our future. Let's invest in businesses that are making a difference, that care about our future. Brands like To-Go-Ware and Clean Canteen provide alternatives to single-use bottles and utensils. We must turn to sustainable options like birds and bees that protect bird habitats for our coffee and use beeswax to store, pack, or seal our food. As a society, we need to make a decision to make serious change, to invest in companies like these, invest in the climate, invest in our future. I have trust in my generation, trust in science, and in our ability to use technology for the benefit of our planet. I have trust in global community and all of the global citizens with whom we march today. I I have trust in the democracy that will allow us to elect legislators who will think about the future of our planet. I have trust in a better future for us and for the generations that will follow us. Today, I remind you, YOLO. We only have one shot, and it's our time to use it. If not now, when? If not us, who?